Yellow? Yellow, yellow? Hi. Hi. Good to see you. Good to hear from you. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope you're staying warm if it's cool. I hope you're staying cool if it's warm. You already know what we're getting into. We are working on more of the line art for this commission. As you can tell, I've made some really good progress off on my own, hoping to get through all of the line art in this session, and if we're lucky, maybe I'll be started on color as well. Yeah. And I am really liking how this is coming out. We have the different VTubers who are being cameoed all selected in. We have some really good, hefty shadows in places. Nom. It's tasty. It's tasty. So I had these sketches in for the last couple of bits. Let's see, I think I was using a brush size 5. Which is funny because these parts are definitely too thin because I was like really gently brushing them just because of how much I care about getting the little details in on like my buddies with more complicated designs. Whereas Slug and Matt here have really toony, simplistic designs, so I was kind of fat-handing them like. This isn't necessarily bad or good to lean towards either. It just creates a textural difference. Another thing that I'm thinking of is... Whoa, I didn't reply? I typed something out. Did I not hit send? No. Mine says I replied. You thought... I must have clicked the notification by accident. Or it's one of those things where you left the DM the same moment as the DM arrived. Which happens surprisingly like more often than people think. Just the weird serendipity of it. No faith in me. No faith in me and my brainworms. Yeah, hi. Hi. I hope your afternoon's going good. Where to continue? I think over here. Put out to call like 7 people. Ooh. Yeah, let me know, man. A little bit of gaming time after I draw. No guarantee that it will be on stream, but if it is, that's Pog. If it's not, haha, you don't get to see Douglas. Douglas? Who's Douglas? Okay, Christopher Dilk. This is how people had, like, the surname, William turned to Bill. Doodle Charles. Appalling. I'm so offended. If only because Charles is, I believe, a British surname. Actually, is it still called a surname if it's the first name? Or is it only last names that are quote-unquote surnames? Oh no. Oh no. I have the stupid... I have the stupid... Be doodled otter if I ate another otter. Okay, well, I'm only part otter. So... That's actually a really gray area. If someone is a half-breed between two different species, is it only half a cannibalism? We have no real-world precedents for this, and I don't think we want to have that either. Douglas Charles, the painter of magnificent portraits. Shut up. I like your art better than mine. I'm gonna get up in your face. You're going to get up in your face. Oh, that's a swag cat. Back at you. If you're my fan and I'm your fan, who's driving the plane? The answer is definitely not me, because I should not be driving anything. You're flying the plane. Did I say who's driving the plane? I did. The gamer always got things covered. Kinda true. Kinda true. Homie is chronically a rock and needs a break at most times. You're flying Taylor Swift from one of her houses to the other because she left her remote in the kitchen. I saw someone's post that was tracking one of her flights, and it was only 13 minutes across the same country. And in that moment, I knew that I hate all rich people the same. I don't care if you're nice about it. You're bad. We live in a society. We live in a society. Though she does use her private jet way too much. Most likely because she sold the plane it was being demoed for mechanical purposes. That's fair. As opposed to funky joyride behavior. I think we left Miss Swift because this plane is only filled with DVD copies of Snakes on a Plane. Crash it. Crash it right into the side of a mountain. I'm sick of all these snakes. I always say that, like, stuff like that would be less appalling if people who did that behavior had, like, super higher taxes, like taxes per use of that, so that they are contributing to the world as much as they're taking away, but they aren't. They aren't. They wormed out of all of that. It's only taken. The Hollow Knight music, yeah. A buddy of mine was looking for stream suggestions, and I had suggested that they re-continue their Hollow Knight Let's Play, and so they start a new one from scratch, and I'm like, poking my little fingers like, never fought Nightmare Grim. What could possibly happen? Or the Pantheons? Yes, both. I, too, would probably end up starting from scratch. I did my last playthrough with keyboard, mouse, no prep work to get the feel for the game, just go back into the bug grinder. Oh gosh. Haven't touched it in months, but you think got the option to fight the Hollow Knight now. That's... The option to fight the Hollow Knight technically can happen really early. Like, the amount of game content that can theoretically happen after your first access to the Hollow Knight is kind of large, but regardless, that's still a good metric for where you are. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I did my first playthroughs with keyboard and mouse. I should honestly, like, buy myself a cheap controller for my PC. That is something I could put on my throne. Victory. Made a controller convert. Only for some games. Only for some games. Night Gamer has been getting me to play Horizon Zero Dawn. And before that, I have been very unacquainted to controllers where you are controlling a rotational camera in a third-person view. It was a change. It was a change. I have grown as a person. I've changed. I think you had the perfect nail in Dreamia. Done the Coliseum of Fools. Bro, the Coliseum is painful. If the game is intended for consoles, then you think you should always use a controller. Yeah. I definitely, I don't necessarily subscribe to always respecting the intended format, but I definitely agree that that's probably the functionally better way to go. Literally couldn't figure it out until you pointed out that the character will autocorrect towards the new center of the screen. Yes. Playing the modern camera control game like they were tank controls. Yes. Yes, I very, very much was. That is objectively how much my bean was freaked about the concept of having a camera and a player. Jokingly tried to play Spider-Man PS4 on PC with a keyboard, and it was awful. That's just how I live, bro. If you handed me that game, I probably would have stubbornly stuck to keyboard mouse and then complained that the game was bad. I wouldn't have complained that hard, but a little spice. Have I seen people have been trying to port Spider-Man 2 to PC? That sounds bananas. That sounds like bananas. Also, you can swear here. But viewers definitely can swear. I try not to swear, but you can swear. Just want Bloodborne on your PC, but it won't happen. Someday. Nice. The source code was lost to the Eldritch Madness. Honestly, that is the most in-lore possibility. Gonna cry tears of happiness. No crying though. Crying isn't allowed. If I catch you crying in my stream, I'm going to send you to public execution. No happiness either. Left your room and just came back after 20 minutes to find your tiniest dog asleep on your chair. Oh, and you left him on your bed. Dude, he's stealing your butt warmth. He's stealing your butt warmth. I know you love your little dog. I admit I don't hate your little dog. I'm a medium to large dog person, but some of those little lint balls are nice. Some of them do have good attitudes. Found an ancient video of your mom's phone that was taken back in 2015. Is it a doggy? Oh, it's doggy. Bro, if you drop that in my Discord, I'll peek it. I'll peek it. 20-centimeter dog. Hold on. 20-centimeter dog. You made it a GIF? Ooh. Did you post? Let me know if you post it somewhere. I need to see this microfauna. I desire a look into the microscopic dog. It's in general. Ooh. 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 Hold on, let me... what's the best way for me to show this? Let's see if I do this, and then... Okay, dance for me. Oh, gears potentially? Hello? It's not... Oh, it's not doing anything. I would love to play with gear. Right now it's like stuck half loading too. This X right now is like acting like it thinks it's loading. The video version might work better. But yeah, honestly, our buddy Gear, I really like playing with them, just because they do the chair operation really good. And bro just like has a comforting vibe in that setting for me for some reason. Just intrinsically trusting Gear. I can see the GIF on Discord, but I don't think I want to screen cap Discord. It's the ex-military. He is tactical communications. Is that actually what he did? 'Cause that definitely explains a lot. Like, I know that he did military stuff, but I didn't have an exact placement. That would actually be really interesting, like, as a gimmick, to have a bunch of, like, ex-military gamers play specific games using the tactics that they had to use. Gotta go? Absolutely, bro. Have a good one. I'm glad to see you. He was a mechanic for helicopters. Fair. I mean, interacting with TACCOM is why he knows how to do it. Fair. Like, got a taste for what their responsibilities would be and what, like, how would you put, like, good etiquette for that would go. A spooky book. This character has a spooky book. Man, I wish I had a spooky book. He's still a Marine first and foremost. Doesn't know... doesn't talk about it too much. But his dev seen active combat? Yeah, I have picked up on that too. But you know, ideally, you don't. As much as, you know, it's a resource that has money being put into it, the hope should always be to not have to use your military. Of course, America uses ours for stupid reasons, so doubly so. But yeah. Right, and they have a little crystal. A tiny little crystal. Well, I think this needs to be longer here. Okay. Then we have a bunch of feathers from the sneaky bits. Let's get the brim of the hat in before anything else. And put like a fold here too. I got about this far into the commission and then really realized that I wish that I had done it with vector lines. And that I should just be doing everything with vector lines at this point, because the ability to upscale and downscale the whole picture seamlessly would really be valuable. Especially because I tend to draw smaller than I need to. I have no idea where that habit came from either. Because I'm not new to digital art. I have been doing digital art for quite a minute. But I still do not use, like, the full breadth of the capacity for digital art to be large and high-res. Okay, I realized that I had hair sticking out here, and it'd be good to honor that for the character's silhouette. That's also what this is here. Some fluffy wuffy hair. I get the sense that this VTuber design is meant to be a bit androgynous, so hopefully that is correct. And if not, I'll just edit it. What a concept. Chaos is they, them? Not this character, but specifically this character. But yeah, Chaos sporting them neutral pronouns like a boss. We love it. We love to see it. Fair, fair. Yeah. Okay, now we do the underbelly plating of the snake, which is always a little finicky. Because not only is it in perspective, it's also kind of stretchy. But only to a certain degree. There's like a tactile sense. Oh! Hi, Haunt! Hope you're doing well, bro. It's good to see you. What's new? What's poppin'? Alright, I think I'll be better off squishing this. You're 18 now? Mm-hmm. Bro, I hope things are going fantastic. Always cheering for you, homie. I don't know if I like this. I was thinking of bonking me this point. Do it. Do it, you coward. Things have been going. Can't say they've been going badly. Just going. Hey, no news is good news sometimes. Alright, I'm gonna undo these. I'm gonna go to this sketch layer. Oh! Shrimp. Bro, I just got shrimped. But yeah, for real, sometimes no news is good news. A little bit of peace is sometimes what a person needs. Ooh! 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 Haunt! This art is based off of Chaos from Hades. Done anything with the references you just sent you? Or not just... not yet, but I have them, and I am ruminating on them, and I'm probably not going to bed without putting something down on the canvas. Although I've kind of stacked my afternoon to be a bit busy. I love being inanely stressed and then packing every moment together with like even more intensity. Like that's gonna help me ignore the fact that I'm freaked out. Like, bestie, you know it won't. Don't do it. But yeah, Aunt, you haven't been in for a minute. I did a couple of those reskins of some of my VTube buddies, including myself, but this isn't quite finished yet. as the Hades characters, and this is a from-scratch commission. Yeah, Hermes. Know that pose anywhere? Yeah. It's a reskin, so, like, I'd say at least 50% of the original line art is still intact from the original art. The rest is just an edit. So, it's not my art, it's just an edit. Whereas this is completely fresh, from scratch drawing, just using Chaos as a reference. Like, buddy's over here. We have been peeking him. Alright, another little tummy plate. Whoop. I guess that's good. Or maybe I want to bow it out a little. I wonder if you should use your free time to visit the cat cafe. Send me pictures. Send me pictures. If you go to the cat cafe, you will send me cat pictures. Or nap. I don't know how nice the staff of the cat cafe are, but you could always go to the cat cafe and nap. Man, I'm so cat-pilled. I'm so cat-pilled. I like Kippy. Okay, I think we're good for that area. I still don't like that belly area too much, but it's fine. It's fine. The other thing is I wanted to put down some crystals in this area to further bring in Glottal's aesthetic. Like there's crystals growing on the snake part. I want these to kind of feel like the aesthetic of the character is infecting the snake body. The snake being a reference to another VTuber, and then each of these characters being VTuber cameos. Because Chaos's art is very fleshy and molded together like clay. And I don't want to make a horror piece, but I do want to make something that still has a certain sort of wrongness and like biologically inclined sort of status to it. So that's kind of where we've ended up, is having these characters like bleeding into one and another. And I think we did a really good job with Dolly's aesthetic. It would be nice to get some more stuff in for Matt the Frog here. Slug just floating. Slug just floating, dog. But I think some little crystals here may be an improvement. Boop. Oh. Whoa, bad time. As always, to those who aren't subbed, thank you so much. And to those who bear with ads, they are greatly appreciated. We live in a capitalist hellscape. And if you're not subbed and you're still listening because of ad blocker, you're cool too. I support you. Shh. Nobody tell Bezos. Okay, I think that little bit in there is an improvement. We're going to be drawing a lot of these goofy little feathers up in here. Let's make another layer. Akko! Hi! Hi, Akko. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a fantastic day. The blink. What's new? What's poppin'? Okay, I'm trying to decide if I should start up here or down here to do the feathers up on the snake's back. Hope I am too. Yeah. It was a really nice temperature today. And it's going to be really nice tomorrow too. So I'm currently savoring that. I think for now, I'm going to screw around in this area because I know I want the belt to have, like, altered the shape that the feathers are making. Like they're stuck under it. Too warm. I know you like the cold. I know you like the cold, but I'm a little lizard and I can't homostasis right. I need it. Akko, I need it. If I don't get worms, I will die. I want it to be 70 forever. Maybe 80. 70 or 80. Winter, where's your cold? You can always crawl into an open grave. The cold dirt will embrace you. Thought I wasn't hotter? I'm many things. Warm is not one. That's why, let me stand up. That's why I have hand warmers. I have hand warmers because I'm cold. I do legit be wearing hand warmers IRL because I just cannot seem to keep a decent amount of body heat in. It's an ace otter. Banned. I'm shooting with my laser vision right now. Pun brought to you by the Dad Jokes Emporium. This is a different kind of dad. This is a kind of dad that I shall not speak of. I also think I just heard Mr. Graham, my lovely baby kitty, being scolded for attacking the toilet paper in the bathroom. You need clothing to stay warm when it's cold out, but you can't. You poor streaker. I will now be taking donations for the Clothe Akko Fund. Let my girl get dressed. Okay, let's try something a little different here. I'm gonna start with this, and we're gonna draw forwards from under here. In a few places, we can let the line art flow into itself, because it ain't even a big deal. Let's do this, and then one folding in, like, that way. Like a really deep sort of socket in the feathers here. You're supposed to do remove your skin. Yeah. No, I have family that dearly prefers the chill as well, and they have very similar, if not the same, logical arguments, and they may be objectively correct, but I'll still have my preferences. It's not like we're fighting over the thermostat. The weather's just gonna do whatever, and we're just gonna respond to it. It's just the question of what time of the year do you suffer the most? And the answer for me is winter. Right. That looks crazy. But I guess it's okay. Deciding if it's good crazy or bad crazy. Fight Mother Nature for touching the eternal thermostat. The embodiment of death fighting the embodiment of Mother Nature. Although, that's kind of a really good analogy for the theory of the heat death of the universe. Delightfully morbid. I may come back to this. I think I'm gonna reduce the opacity here, make another layer, and we're gonna try starting from the top-ish instead, like up in here. Yeah. Boop. 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 Oh, your hands supposed to be the cold, dead hands of death. You're always warm. My hands are that. I have your hands. My hands are always 5 degrees colder than my core body temperature. Maybe you should just get worse circulation. Be sicker. If I could give you my ailments for the aesthetic purposes, and you wanted them, we could agree to that. Give me your hands back. Tradesies. Tradesies. I feel like if I did literally actually swap hands with another person, I could get back into art. Because I've trained my, like, non-dominant hand to draw okay. So I feel like it wouldn't be that much different from, like, starting from scratch again. It would be a non-issue. The issue isn't my hands. Actually, sometimes it is. Oh, okay, we're talking about drawing. Or, no, you're talking about homostasis. I'm talking about drawing. Yeah, no, you're right. Dodge me with my clones, now I steal your hands. Can't touch us. That was a very Peter Griffin laugh. I think I hate that. Blood vessels and testosterone. Yeah. Yeah. I just need better blood circulation. I do that with you shot. Is true. Is true. If only I weren't so flippy-floppy about stuff like that. Because the benefits are many. Transition to be warm is true. Well, I actually don't know if people who are trans women get less, like, warm when they take estrogen. Just take both T and E. Increase the gender. We need more of both. Increase the levels. Gender maxing. Literally gender maxing. Maybe hormone blockers. Yeah. That makes more sense. I mean, keep me posted if you have more research. Just saw a howl fly over you? A hawk! Can you ID what kind? I love birds of prey. If you're just adding E and not attempting to reduce your T, the circulation won't change. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. In my area, there are a couple of bald eagles that can crop up. Had a black and white checkered belly pattern. And I know what general region you're in, but because I'm not from there, I don't think I have any good recommendations for species. Regardless, it's always fan-flippin-tastic to see some, like, birds of prey. We get a lot of them perched by, like, the medians of highways where there's a little stretch of, like, just straight up grass in, like, a little valley where the water runs off. Cooper's hawks and red-tailed hawks. Well, between those, if it's one or the other, it's probably a Cooper. So we definitely have both of those in my area, too. They're so babies. They're so tiny. I love them. He's just a baby. I was scared of a bunch of doves. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't see it, but according to my mom, she watched a hawk land right next to a squirrel's nest in a tree in our backyard. And the squirrel hauled tail out of there, like, instantly. Just, whoosh-oom. Of course, I've also watched crows pick baby blue jays out of the nest to feed on. So, like, we have a pretty healthy carbon cycle going on in the backyard. I'd say for the most part, the backyard fauna is doing decent. What if I slide this here? Because I want this round to swoop down this way more. Whereas if it's up here, it feels like it's gonna try bending this way. As opposed to forcing the bend down this way. I could probably get away with... Nah. I think this is the position for it. Okay. So, with all the stuff that's going on here, I like these bits. And I don't like any of that that's still there. So I think we're gonna go in to here. Do a couple subtractions. and then finish this with the rest of this layer being intact. Okay. Boop. We have undone it. I'm an anti-drawer. I de-draw things. Okay. Just keep going in this direction then. I could probably get away with just following the outside feathers on this end for a second. That might be the vibe. I love how much of art, at least for me, is just... Is this the vibe? No, it's not the vibe. Control Z. Ooh, I might want this to be overlapping that one. Yes. This could use a little smoothing in here. Okay. Bad vibe is true. Bad vibes get deleted. That is the way of the art. Yeah, a little cheaty warp there is okay. The one thing about the warp tool in Clip Studio is that it makes the lines that it moved around a little blurry. It's probably much better at a higher resolution to use the warp tool, but I am a low-res goblin, so the world may see my crimes for what they are. Actually, let's overlay this one. A little peek of that. And then... Yeah. Well, let's have these flip uppies. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, more or less, that's okay. I am just fine with that. That's this layer. Wow, I almost don't need this underlayer right now. I'm gonna keep it on because it still has some good context for other things. Ooh, another thing that I was thinking of doing. I go this way a bit. Is we could add a little sneaky shadow of Dreki's snake head doing a big scary yawn back here. No, I might want to comp it different. Or like maybe we get like the shiny eyes and it's just like a silhouette. I believe they have horns. That could be cool. Because Chaos has like a very large sort of shawl in this area. And that would kind of fill the area out a bit more true to the original. Here, let me scoot this a little more. So it would be big puffalump mane, really loose horns in here. And it would be connecting from here to here. You know, unless it did another like wiggle back there, but that is the essence. Personally, I like that. And because we would be doing it as a silhouette with just like a rim light, it shouldn't be too complicated. Let's scoosh this around a little more. Also, I just love snakes. They have the cutest little like vents on the sides of like their snoots, and they have a little puppy mouth. They have these like shiny eyes. They're just like so cute. Okay, those are the worst twinkles I've ever drawn. Hold on. I gotta cutify the snake. Oh. Yes. Snick. Become Moe. Okay, a little. Let's do too much anatomy here. Just so that we have a plan in. Well, the head actually might be too large compared to the body, is what it is. So if I take this. Yeah. It kind of looks like these two here are like gossiping. Which is honestly such a vibe. I could change the eyes on this one so that they're peering at each other. I think I'm gonna do that. Because that's like honestly really cute. Yeah. Okay, get back on the right layer. I think that should be good. Just a subtle shift into there. Let's shift this just a little. And of course we'll double check Dreki's reference before we do the liner on the character's head. I think that's a good change. Okay, and then let's get the other little tummy plates on the snake filled in. Goes here, and let's do one more here. Probably another here. Then from there, we should just be good to sort of boop these lines in. Rotato. As a digital artist, learning to rotate the canvas is the best habit that I ever picked up. I don't think anyone ever told me to. I just realized how much nicer it is to get certain lines sometimes. Because with traditional art, you do that all the time. Unless it's like on an easel, like a sketchbook, you can just rotate that. And it rocks. And people ignore the fact that you can do the same thing with digital art. Oh, don't pause my music. How dare. Okay. Let's see. I'm actually not liking this area. Yeah, I think this just generally needs to be lower right here. So boop, boop. Do one in here, too. Or a couple in here, maybe. Let's flatten this one out a little, put the divider here. Let's go here. Yes. I want to push that and this in a little bit more. Also, let's add a couple of strap holes in here. Just for a little realism factor and to assert that these are like belts. Okay. I'm gonna merge these down because I'm certain that I like them. Before we get into this area, I'm gonna really quickly do the bottom of the lab coat here because that's easy as all heck just to get done. Okay, and then for only editing, tolerance needs to go up and area scaling can go up. Ew. Boop. Boop. Then we could imply a little bit of, like, pants in here, I suppose. Like, that's really all we need, I think. It might actually be too much. We will feel that out. Nah, it's good. Boop. Yeah, I'll leave it at like this. Okay, then we have this Banui, a hand, a shoulder, the rest of the snake body, and a snake head. And then if we want to do some like goopy effects like we've drawn in here, that could also plus it. Chaos has some little drippy bits and stuff. Oh goodness. Oh, that is my kitty. Okay. He has been a pathetic little man, like, just in general recently, so I'm going to let him in. He does not crave violence, he has been missing me. And now I'm giving him all the attention that he missed, so he's demanding it. Okay.
Come here. Yes.
Oh. And he is immediately making biscuits on my bed. Specifically on my softest clothes. He's such an infant. My infant son. My little bratty baby. Okay, I'm gonna have to go peek the reference. Okay, go to pins. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so the stuff I got here is accurate enough. I could squish this in this way, just to make sure we're definitely giving the face the clearance that it needs. If I go in here... I think that'll be better composition. Yeah. I don't want this person to feel like they're just squeezed in here. And like half covered up like Mike Wazowski. That'd be funny. But no. Oh, I am drawing in white. Okay. This little swoop here. Hi, Alaris. Good to see you. I hope things are going well. I hope you're having a good day. What's new? What's up? The same delightful emotes. The queen of emotes. Oh yeah, I don't know if you've seen the earlier versions of this commission. We are doing some art based on Chaos from Hades. This is for the streamer Homozygoat. with a bunch of cameos for other streamers. Kind of feeling sick while waiting to do an exam your job is asking you to do? I hope that goes just fine. Do you know, like, what sickness do you have? Is it, like, definitely not COVID? You know, I'm crossing my fingers that it's not. Always crossing my fingers for stuff like that. But yeah, you got this, homie. I believe in you. Let's see, I accidentally put this little loopy in here. Let me... Oh, it's on a different layer, I think. Tummy's just not feeling well. That is a mood. I am a frequent sufferer of nausea myself. Not even for any, like, allergy or intolerance reason either. My body just kind of gets mad at me because I don't, like, settle down. Ouch. I was so sure I was gonna throw up last night. Didn't happen. Like stress? Oh yeah. Big, like, what do you call it? Looks like the somatic. Oh, thank you. Okay, let me make sure that horn is more or less right. Yeah. It's a half-decent horn. This lovely jackalope. Tabbing in and out of the reference as I go. Do up to here. And then we can put that ear in. Oh. Okay. Okay, they have like a little poof of hair on the top of their head, like a little onion. Which is really cute. Like, I think that is absolutely endearing. They also get a little puff under the horn, too. And I think here's about where we'll start letting Drecky's feathers sort of cover in front of them. Let's switch back into this layer. And get a few of them in here. Okay. Here, we could sneak one over here. I don't like this rhythm that's happening here. That, like, doubling up. So let's instead try like that. Oh, thank you, Alaris. As always, I hope that you are taking care of yourself first and foremost. It's always very much appreciated. I stream because I'm just gonna be on my computer anyways, and it's good company. But people making it worthwhile in other ways is very kind. Yeah, these good vibes. Okay, let's smooth this out a little here. Can probably break this line art up. Let it overlap itself. Alright. I think that's good for the part that wraps around in front of this character. Everything else can be nudged off to this side. Probably gonna fill this little nook in at a different angle than this, but just to imply the fall off of where the tail wraps. Okay. I could also get in and do this shoulder area really quick too. It's mostly just cloth folds, so that's not crazy. Okay, give it a couple bumps. Okay, we'll do a Y shape fold in there. And then a little Z fold. I don't remember exactly who came up with it, but someone had put out a tutorial for clothing wrinkles where you just use the shapes X, Y, and Z inside the wrinkles. That changed me. That changed me forever. Whoever that person is, they fixed so many young artists, like, style of drawing wrinkles. Okay, let's put a little shadow into there. Also put one here. And then we should be able to see a little bit of, I'm just going to call it the lapel and hope that that is the correct term. I got confused what to do about that many years ago. Yeah. Alaris, if you ever want to show off art that you've been working on recently, I should adjust my settings so that links are open, but I would love to see what you do. Okay, this overshot a little, so let's push that back in. Though honestly, the safest way outside of letting people go hog wild with links in chat is the art sharing channels on my Discord. Yeah, I think that does what I need to do. You stopped? Your ADHD had you picking up hobbies and dropping them? Well, here's the thing. You can take a long break. You can take a break that's a year or 5 years. If you come back to it long after you dropped it, that's okay. As long as you're not trying to make like a career out of it and you abandoned it. Having a hobby that you just pick up and put down is perfectly okay, and it doesn't make you less of an artist. It definitely makes you more of a hobbyist than a professional, but if that's not your goal, you're fine. Jumped into fishing because you get yummy fish. That's so valid. Man, fishing makes me sad because I don't like hurting animals myself. Like, I'm very carnivorous, but if you told me to to skin and like prep my own food, I might chicken out. Still love drawing? Heck yes. Heck yes. But yeah, I always say I would fish if fishing involved a magnet instead of a hook, and the fish had metal inside. Felt so weird needing to process them. Yeah, I'm sure once you do it a couple times, it, you know, just becomes a process that you move through. And also, there's very humane ways to saying goodnight to an animal that you're about to clean for a meal. It's different when someone doesn't, like, respect the animal's life. Partner never did either, and it really freaked them out. No, you're very brave, and knowing how to do that in case you ever need to do that is also a good skill. So, you know, respect the animals, be good to yourselves, respect the environment, and have a tasty fish. I don't need a shadow there. What I do with the lighting in that area is going to be enough, I think. Okay, make sure that this is the right layer. Help someone save a kittiwake bird who accidentally got caught in someone's line. Goodness. I'm not familiar with a kittiwake. Are they like a diving bird and that's how that happened? Because the idea of bro going in for the same fish as someone, a tiny seagull-like bird, yeah, that sounds like something that would be competing for a fish. I don't remember what kind of water bird it was specifically, but I was kayaking on this lake. And I knew that there was a very small chance of being able to find otters at that lake. So I was kayaking around with a lot of attention towards the water below me and sort of following the shore. And as I'm kayaking, something goes under my boat and starts coming up towards the surface. And so I'm staring, pausing, like, oh, this is it. This is it. Oh, this is the moment. And then a water bird pops up of some variety, probably like a crimrat or something. You know, it pops its head up, goes plunk, fully buoyant. I look at him, he looks at me over the course of like 1 second, and we both go, ah! Like I fling back in the kayak, and the bird goes, phoom, up into the air like it just was not expecting a person to be right there. Like I was on the other side of this lake from the family that I had gone with, and they were like, oh yeah, we could tell both of you had scared each other. Like we all heard it. It was really delightful. Neither of us were expecting to encounter each other. Bro was flabbergasted. Okay, I think that's good for the bangs. I'm kind of cutifying this design a little bit. That's just kind of part of my style. But I can have the commissioner show the design owner, and if they want it tweaked, that can definitely happen. Okay, I think part of it, though, is going to be getting this chin shape a bit more correct, because right now this circular line here is betraying it. Didn't realize garter snakes like to hang out near fishing spots because they eat their usuals, but also little fish that get too close. I had not heard of that before. That's adorable. I mean, I always figured that they get frogs, and they definitely, like, hang out in wetlands for reasons like that. But the idea of them, like, snapping at little minnows is adorable. I love them. Okay, and then they have a little bandana over their face right now. A little bit of sneaky anonymity, because this person's design is actually pre-debut. So I didn't get too nosy and I didn't ask whose it is, because I'll probably find out. All you hear is them and weasels playing. Ah, yes, quote unquote, playing. That's definitely what the story of Ricky Tikki Tavi has taught me. Oh, sometimes the weasels get close to see if you drop any fish for them. I love that. I love that. I want to be harassed for snacks by weasels. They can get really noisy. Dude, things in the mustelid family are ferocious. They think that they're so much bigger than they actually are usually. Like, the amount of gusto built into any stoat by design is hilarious. Okay, little Banui ear. Yeah, yeah, big yeah. Alright, and then we have the other horn going on. Okay. Then one more over here. Should be good. Want to see them again when it's a little warmer? Heck yes. Miss all the aminal friends. They have some big swoopy bits over here. This one could droop lower. And they can have a couple of dark locks as well. Boop. Okay, we get in there, do the eyes, and this little cameo could be considered done. It would be nice to have some more little thematic peaks of stuff, but I might have to ask about what they would want. Just because someone who is pre-debut does not have a lot of content for me to pull inspiration from yet, usually. At least not official content that they would necessarily want to be branded with. Their theming might be all over the place. Put a little peek of their nose bridge here. Okay, I think I want to give off the sense that they're smiling, so we're actually gonna bump this cheek area up a little. hopefully that will do its job of implying that. We could push this in a little too. Oop, boop, boop. Might need a bit more hair in here, just to have a good cutoff for the face. Right, peek the reference one more time. Right, I could put some dark lines into here as well. Yeah, this might be all I need. This might be all I need. Okay, rest of the feathers over here. Okay, I'm gonna grab this again, and we're gonna re-sketch where the spine is. Because these feathers grow along the spine. We're gonna have the twist go just a little bit different from how it was a second ago. That should be good. And so if we have some that are almost flat, and then some that start to point upwards, we should have a good transition going. Okay. Huh. I don't remember what this layer was for. Oh well, I draw on it now. Pets for a very confused little dude. I do that all the time, where I just end up with mysterious empty layers. I'm just like, well, cool. Now I don't need to make a new one. A freebie. Just, I'll never know what it was for. I'll never know what its purpose was. Kind of have a tangent going on there, where these two lines are really doing some touchy. Really don't need to be doing that. Let's do a couple that are melding together a little. I always like one or two of those. I could round this in here a bit more. Put a little drop into there, too. Okay. Another one in here. Okay. Then one more pointed out here, I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Where things are a little delicate. That's all good and fine. Yeah, it's not as rounded as I want it, so let's cheat a little. Squish that around. Have a little sippy. I'm not actually liking that the angle that this arm is on right now. Let's merge these two. So I need this to feel, oh, I merged wrong. Merge layer below. There we go. All right, because I need this to feel straighter with the shoulder and maybe show a bit more in the silhouette. So if we do this, we could show a little ruffle here. Yeah. Let's peek chaos as well. Okay, so it's not in darkness. Okay, all of these can merge. We'll do a quick save, because we definitely don't want to lose all of that. Let's just do a ruffle here and a ruffle here. Then from here, we have the rest of the sleeve droop. I think it might be better if we push it that way more. It will show that the fabric is less stretchy. Okay, big glovies time. Get an implication of the wrist bone going on in here. Yeah, it's fine like this. It's doing a little second guessing. Okay, with her thumb is through a syringe. What would you call that? Plunger? Pusher? I think it would be plunger. But also, that just makes me think of dynamite. Bros, I kind of like drawing a good hand. It's satisfying. Okay. Let's clip this little bit here. just to show some dimensionality. This little itty bit here. We're gonna have to scoot the needle body a little bit over, but that's fine. Or, could also extend it to the side here. I don't want the chamber to look too thin. Yeah, let's scoot that right now. Ooh. That might be exactly what it needed. Okay. I think that was it. Okay. By getting closer, I should be able to get a straighter line in. Let's do bump, 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 bump. Then tick, 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 tick. This is actually too far out now. Okay, gonna be very delicate here. Of course, we can clean it up a bit as well, but just getting something that has that sort of delicate thinness, I think, will be a plus. I feel like our needle has a little bit of a bend to it right now, so I'm gonna cheat with the warp tool just a little. Okay. Get the rest of these fingers in. I think it's too thin in here. Do a couple of stretchy lines in here. Yeah. I could reshape this area too a little. Just make sure the tip of that thumb isn't quite so pointed. Give it a little shake in there. Oop, that's pink. I'm not doing pink line art today. I don't like this. This doesn't have a good purpose. Let me get rid of that. A little too busy. Let's just do one. No. we'll get that implication that I want in with the lighting. Alright. One Dreckie, and the base of the liner is done. Quick save. Let me go get Dreckie's reference. Boop. That's gonna be way down in here. There we go. And Dreckie I can show for sure. So copy. Bonk. We are going to take Snakeface. We are stealing Snakeface. You wouldn't download a Snakeface, would you? I might. Especially when they look this friendly. The wacky. Okay. I don't think I ever noticed, but it looks like Dreckie actually has little feather eyebrows, which is absolutely delightful. Okay, and the horns do kind of wiggle up, down, up. Okay, transfer to layer below. Now this is where things turn into a big puffy feather mane. Might be expanding out too fast. This might be where we start to see the horn. Let's go bump, bump. Now, let's back up to here. I'll come back to that in a second. Okay. Big snake smile. Love big snake smile. All my homies love big snake smile. Okay, a little bit of cheek there. Little crest. And then this is for the horn. Yeah. Okay. Snake eyes. Bro must have rolled bad. Get it? Get it? Is snake eyes like dice? I was born on the cob. I was born on the cob. I cannot escape being corny. The eyes might need to be a bit lower. At the very least, this one I think should be. I don't think Dreki is ever drawn with, like, slit pupils. Just interesting. I think that's, like, the typical this is a snake visual notator that people use sometimes. But no, we just have friend-shaped eyes. It's good to note. Okay. This is all big poofy feathers. Twofers. Don't think Dreki's ever drawn with bottom teeth either. Let's give them a tongue. Boop. Just to get some level of interest if we're not going to be doing bottom teeth. Okay, and some more feathery bits start here. Okay, let's delete that. And we'll start filling this area out. I'm in focus mode now. Oh boy. I think we need to warp it a bit, but otherwise, this is doing what I want it to do now. Okay, and the rest of this will be sort of filled out by the shading. Hi, BT. How am I doing? I'm doing my best. I'm sleepy, but I'm always sleepy. So, no surprise there. Ooh, okay, here we go. Okay, area scaling on, tolerance up. Sounds, okay? Yeah. We just truckin'. We doing, and we doing it right. Okay, get these little gaps. I can also fill in here, that's fine. Lower this opacity. Yeah, about here. Just because now we're erasing stuff to fill it out. Merge with layer below. A little bit of overlapping here. Okay, say hello to my little friend. know what? I might want to drag this down and then do this as a white line art on top. Yeah. New black cat dropped at the cafe. Oh, excellent. Bro, I love black cats. Probably one of my favorite, like, colorations. Okay, a couple little puffies there. Okay, I can imply... let's do the little nose vents. Which I don't think Dreki has drawn with too many of them, but one or two should be fine. Friendly black cat too? Yes. Oh, she's a good baby. Okay. Let's get this area a little swooped up. Black baby. Excellent. Kitten. Okay. Let's push the value of this up a little bit now that we're getting a closer visualization of things. Hi, Poor. I hope you're having a good day. I hope things are going well. What's up? What's new? What's poppin'? Going to stream in a bit? What you streaming, bro? I want to know. I'm nosy. Oh wait, it actually goes from 1 to 3 feathers. Truck sim. Yeah, I saw you playing that, I don't know if it was yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, never been a truck sim fan myself, but that one dude who was doing like a charity stream for My First Summer Car, that got me way too invested. And I think I get where the brain rot comes from now. Martin Cyto Pants, thank you. I knew Martin. I knew the Martin part. And then the rest just fell out of my brain. Funny frogman who says stuff like boat and rear. He seems like a delight. I would try and hang out with him. The vibes are good. Okay, I think I might be overdoing the snake stuff a little bit, but but I am loving it. Okay. Is this little gray bit? No, this is in the liner. So if I want to remove that little gray bit, I'd brush here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then I should go through the rest of these with some expediency, or else I will be here forever. Okay. Okay, let's get into this area a little. And then from here, I think what I can do is something stupid easy like this. I can fill this part back in. Pull some of these shapes back out, I think. Okay. Just a little focus in here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then once we fill out some of the details in here, we should be hunky-dory. Boop. Or this was silly and pointless, and I can do this a different way. Am I insane? I might be insane. Either that or I'm getting there slowly. Okay, let's go back to this layer. Okay. Get up into this business. Should be good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna prefer doing it like this. Then all I have to do is do something similar in this area. Okay. Then if I... Where is this? Darken you. Kind of overfilled at some point. Let me snip this just to make sure there's not a crazy amount of overfill going in places where it doesn't belong. Oop. Hide the direct key right there. I could suit to put like one more into here. Okay. Then maybe a couple lines here. Haven't switched devices. Hey, no worries, bro. I'll have you here for however long I have you. A little bit of detail in there. Then I can put a shadow on these teeth too. Should bring some interest to it. Okay, then I should be able to flatten these layers. So right now, some of these areas have white fill. Easy solution when you're working in grayscale, black and white. Convert brightness to opacity. Magic. It's my favorite button. My favorite button. Okay, I think I'm gonna scoot them over this way a little bit, just for composition purposes. So that the face is a little more toward the center line. Do a save. And because I haven't streamed very much the week before, because I have a busy afternoon, I think we may gear up to raid someone. I'll probably get the coloring for this done on my own time. But I'm pretty freaking happy with the progress that we've made on it. Okay, let us see. Glottal. Glottal art? Oh, Shark-Sided is doing art. That is also very rare. Oh. I like to raid people who have a lower view count. So I think we're going to lean for good old Glottal. At Glottal. Okay, so you know how it is. Be good to each other, be good to streamer, and most importantly, be good to yourselves. Thanks for coming by. Have a good one.